guys, it's Claire. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because today we are doing a book video. I've not done one of these in so long. I honestly have not read a ton this year, mostly school books. But it's summer, so I'm hoping to get back into it now. I'm going to talk about my favorite books so far of 2025, as well as my TBR for summer 2025. So let's get started. Okay, so let's go to my Goodreads. Let's see where we're at. You guys should totally follow me on Goodreads. I have 4 followers because I've never promoted it or talked about it at all. I set my 2025 reading challenge at 30 books. So far I've read 11, so that's 37%, which is not terrible for it to be the start of June. I should be a little further along, but that's not too bad. I know 30 books, some of you are probably like, whoa, that's so many, 30 books in a year, and some of you guys are like, that's pathetic. I read 30 books in like a day. You know what? That's my goal. We'll see if I can pass it. We'll see if I can even hit it. Last year, I read 28 books. So, if I can hit 30, that's better than last year. Because I just got out of school not that long ago, I spent most of this year so far reading school books. When I have all that school reading, I'm really not motivated to spend my free time reading other books, unfortunately, except like on the weekends a bit. So most of those 11 books have been school books. But today we're going to talk about the books that I read that were not school books. Anyways, let's talk about my favorite books of 2025 that are not school related that I chose to read. Okay, so the first book I read this year, I think this was the first one I read this year, was Fave Survive by Holly Jackson. You guys know I love Holly Jackson. Like my favorite author. I think she just released a new book actually that I need to get because I was gonna say I read every single one of her books, but I think she just dropped a new book. Yeah, she now has this Not Quite Dead Yet book that I need to get. It sounds a little creepy, honestly. But I've read every single one of her books except this new one. This book was so good. I flew through this one. I'm actually like quite a slow reader, but this I actually got through in just a couple days. It's one of those like it all happens over one night, 6 friends on a trip, 5 survive, you get the point. That's not a spoiler, it literally says right here. 8 hours, 6 friends, 5 survive. So don't come for me. It was so good, except the ending was terrible. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, and I'm not going to say like an actual spoiler, but if you have yet to read this book and you're like worried about hearing even a little bit, flip to this time. But they ruined one of the best characters in the end. I feel like Holly Jackson just like her endings every time. The book is like a 5-star until I get to the last little bit and then I get like angry. I had the same thing with Reappearance of Rachel Price. Like tell me why she ends up making all of her main characters criminals. Literally in The Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Reappearance of Rachel Price, and 5 Survive, all the main characters end up committing some form of a crime. Anyways, this was good. Definitely recommend if you like mysteries and kind of a creepy vibe. I got this cute little journal. It's a My Book Talk reading journal. It has like to write the title of the book, your review, your favorite part / quote, favorite character, someone you know would love the book, and then star rating, tear shed, and spice meter. I have yet to fill this out at all, so I think I'm gonna start today. I'm gonna fill it out for 5 Survive. Okay, here's the page I made about it. I'm covering the name for spoiler purposes. I couldn't remember any quotes from this because I read it so long ago, so I just wrote my favorite part. Tear shed is a 1 because I didn't cry at all. It wasn't that sad. And spice meter is a 1 because there was literally 0 spice in this book at all. I'm counting a spice meter in here, like 1 spice is like literally no spice. So next up is Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. I've also read every Lynn Painter YA book. This is the sequel to Better Than the Movies. Probably heard of Better Than the Movies. It was like literally so popular. This book was actually fairly thick for like a romance book. I loved the development of Liz's storyline, but Wes, ick. No. He was so obnoxious in this book. Are you kidding me? I think she should have been with whatever that guy who she said was her platonic soulmate. What was his name? Clark. I liked Liz and Clark better. I know everyone's gonna be like, no, like what? Like they're just friends. Like the chemistry, no. I would have picked Clark. I don't know. You guys know I cannot really stand the cheesy romances, and this was like really cheesy. But if you like cheesy romances, you'll like Better Than the Movies and this one for sure. Not bad, but I definitely prefer the first one. Here's my page for Nothing Like the Movies. I only put a 1 on the tear shed, even though this was kind of an emotional book. I feel like I just did not get as sad from this one. I put the spice meter at a 2. There's no spice in this, it's closed doors. But like my spice tolerance is literally so low that I'm putting it at a 2 because there was like kissing. But Lynn Painter is no spice, closed doors, so just, yeah, don't worry about that. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so back to mysteries. I kind of usually alternate between like mysteries and more romancy books. I read The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This one was interesting. I have another review about this up on my channel. I bought the rest of the series after I got it, but I have not been that motivated to read the rest of the series yet. I like creepy like mysteries and stuff, but low-key some of the parts from the serial killer's perspective in this were giving me like too much of the creeps. There is a love triangle in this that was annoying me because, as per usual, the guy I'm rooting for is not gonna be the one who wins out in the end. Like, I already just know. Also, like, why does there have to be so much romance and everything, bro? I actually did like the ending on this one though. Here's my page for this one. I gave it 3.5 stars, 1 for the tear shed because I was not shedding tears, and 1 on the spice meter. Next up, oh my gosh, look at the pages. By far my favorite book I have read this year so far. Just Last Night by Mahari McFarlane. She has quickly become one of my new favorite authors. I've already ordered another book by her. Her writing is just so good. This book was literally so good. I just finished it the other day and it was really, really good. I would consider this a subplot of romance. Definitely some trigger warnings with this, as the book talks a lot about grief and some like child abuse. So yeah, definitely I would look up the trigger warnings on this before you read it if that's something you're concerned about. This was great for me because it was kind of just like normal life storyline kind of thing with a subplot of romance. Things never got too mushy or lovey-dovey at all. This book tells the story of like a friend group and a tragic incident occurs, and it's kind of them recovering from that. Truths are revealed, secrets are shared, drama happens, and eventually 2 people do fall in love. This was so good. So let's write the page. I honestly don't know what to write for favorite quote because this book had the best quotes. Silly ones, but also like ones that resonate with me. Like, looking back, I so wish I had gone in with a highlighter so I could like remember it. This right here is the quote I'm putting. Right, yes please, be an iridescent beast, Evelyn. If you read it, it's so funny. For star rating, I gave it 4.5. I put the tear shed at 3 because I didn't really cry during this book, but I'm also not someone who cries a ton at movies and books. This is a very emotional book. So I also put the spice meter at a 3. This is closed door. There is no scenes, just so we're clear. I just told you my spice tolerance is very low. Not with food. Your girl can handle some heat. But in the books, there was no scene. There was just like a few alluding moments. So for that reason, on my personal spice meter, compared to other books I've read, I'm giving it a 3. This is not a spicy book. It's closed door. Yeah. And the romance between the 2 main characters was actually very, very wholesome. So yeah, that is my favorite books so far of 2025. So now I want to go over some of my TBR for summer 2025. So number 1 on my TBR is another book by Mahari McFarlane, Between Us. This one, I just ordered it. It's coming tomorrow, so I don't have it here with me, but I'm very excited to read that. Here's some of my other TBR. I want to try and read the next book in the Naturals series. It's Killer Instinct. I had started it. I read like 2 or 3 chapters, I think. So we'll see if I can get into it. Like, I feel like if I get back into it, I'll want to read it more, but I'm just like not motivated on this one right now. Love and Luck, I started last summer, but then I ended up getting super busy and forgot all about it, but it was really cutesy when I was reading it. I feel like I remember it enough to not have to start over, so I do want to read this one for sure. I also kind of want to reread A Series of Unfortunate Events. I know these are kind of kids books, maybe. The first one is really, really small. They do get bigger. But I just rewatched A Series of Unfortunate Events show for like the 100th time, but it had been a bit. And I literally love that show so much. The only show on the planet that can beat it is Heartland, because you guys know Heartland is like my favorite show ever. But that show is literally insane. Like, so like I feel like this would be an easy one. Like, I could fly through this series so quick. Like, this book is so small. This book I also bought last summer, The Summer of Broken Rules, because I just thought it looked really pretty. Let me know if any of you guys have read it, if you recommend The Summer of Broken Rules. Like, if you guys recommend it, maybe I would read it. That's all on my TBR for this moment. Oh, and Holly Jackson's new book. Almost forgot about that. Okay, so that's all the book stuff I have to yap about today. Let me know if you guys want to see more book videos, more book reviews, more yapping about books. If this is something you're interested in, I'll definitely keep making it because I really enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to receive notifications every time I upload. I've been posting a ton this summer and I don't want you guys to miss out. Comment this emoji if you made it to the end of this very chatty video. And also comment what videos you want me to make next. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!